Now, before we really see your works and we ask any audience if they have any questions to you, I would like to ask you one question. Is you have worked for a very long time on one topic, whether it is theatre of life, he and she, or Kalpavruksha. But can you tell the audience what motivates you to work on one theme for a long time?
See, you get accidentally get into some of these titles. Now, for example, I had my exhibition in 1975 in Delhi, and had brought the tree in the middle of the canvas. And I was doing earlier paintings like fantasy and things like that. Then in that tree was somewhere here and there, mountains, trees, sun, moon, everything. Then I moved the tree to the middle of the. Then one of my friends came and said, "Is it Tree of Life?" I had not heard of Tree of Life. So then I went and bought myself a book on Tree of Life. I studied the philosophy behind that, how people from various religions, they have the craftsmen and artists have reacted to these things and created Tree of Life in their own way. And so I studied the philosophy of Tree of Life, Indian concept of Kamadhenu, Kalpavruksha, and things like that. And then, one advantage I had was that title could be the one, but painting to painting to painting, I could experiment a lot. And it's not necessary that I should change my title just because I'm experimenting something. But they're all Tree of Life for me. From symbolism to abstraction, I could create. I could create verticals, horizontal, any shapes I could do. And nearly about 10, 12 years I did those things. And I'm very happy to have done those things. And then when I was, the Theatre of Life, for example, I didn't have a space in the city of Bangalore. So my father had given me a small place in land in near Bangalore, and I built a small house there. I was working there. So every day afternoon, I would watch these villagers sitting in front of TV all the time, and then they were watching the TV. So I thought, my God, what is it? What entertainment they're all entertained by the TV. And so I did number of heads in front of idiot box and things like that. I carried on. Then it was my wife, Amu Joseph. She said, "Why don't you call it Theatre of Life? It's a very interesting title." So Theatre of Life opened up many avenues for me. See, because I had worked in theatre, I'd worked with B.V. Karant and Girish Karnad and all these people. And so I got many stories which J.K. Ramanujan had told me about the folk stories. And so many things started coming into my work. And, so that went on for almost about 10, 12 years. So I feel that every series comes to some sort of a logical conclusion, and that series opens up something else.
Yes, your passion for a subject reminds me very much of Brancusi, who was a Romanian sculptor and who worked in Paris in France. He worked from 1920 to 1940 only on birds. He titled it first Birds, then he called it Flight. He also, like you, if you see, he did for 20 years, and earlier that he did news, then he did columns. But the subjects are so few and the titles were not so important. But he worked on different medias, and that was till he got exhausted or till he got to move a step to another theme. He continued working on it. I feel the same like you, that if you feel you still and you still have a passion to say something on that subject, you should continue to work, whether it is 10 years, 15 years, it is a material of how many years you put into it.
In fact, what I did was a few years ago, I saw some of my works, my slides and old photographs, and I felt the need to go back to them. The sense, how I would work today, those things. So when I started working, I felt, of course, not the same, because, I have moved on for 30, 35 years of my experience as an artist. What you did in 60s and 70s and what to do it in 20th century. Either it's 21st century, something different, And so I called one of my art critic friend. Then I asked him, "Am I going back, or how is it?" And he said, "No, you are going forward, but you are carrying it in a very different way." And then I did series of works on my tree of life, on even whatever it is, fantasy I called earlier, and then Maithuna, then the act of love, what's called Maithuna, and then I also did everything, theater of life, and everything, all the things which I did in my earlier work, all the series came into this. Then I called the title exhibition Past Forward, PAST, Past Forward. And this exhibition went round the country, and people really realized they were all new paintings. There is nothing old about it. So the thing is, after all, I was inspired by my own paintings, what I did earlier. But it's very interesting to see them, to evolve something else later on. And I in all my mediums, I try and do the same thing. In the sense, if I do a tree of life in my drawing, there will be tree of life. In my painting, then in my copper work, there will be some, and in tapestry there will be some. So it's not but I confine only to one medium like that. But it may not be as many as I do in my drawings and paintings, but they will be limited in my copper work and tapestries. And so this is how it's going on, and I'm enjoying everything, whatever I'm doing now.
But your tree of life can be interpreted in so many ways, and I wish the viewers, when they go to see your work, can see multiple meanings. For example, I can see multiple meanings in your paintings where you put the tree of life. The very first slide, which we will show to the audience after this, is a green face with the nose which looks like a trunk of a tree going through the forehead, joining the hair and going beyond. So it's like nurturing a tree, and it's flowering, blooming. And tree of life, a tree symbol, has been existing in Indian art right throughout. You have in the Shunga period, you have the Yakshini, you have symbol of fertility, you have Saranath Buddha, enlightenment. Then you have a tree which can, in miniature painting, which divides happiness, sorrow. So even space-wise, in a positive, negative, whatever space in a painting construction. You see in Mewar painting, you will see one side Krishna frolicking with the trees with all blooming. On the other side, you see a willow, weeping willow, where Radha is waiting. So the artists are deriving inspiration, so there is no end to it. So when you see a tree, it need not be anything in particular. In fact, beyond your thing also, you're given chance to people to think and explore. There's a lot of emotional content in your work. In the he and she, there's a tree dividing. It talks more of the thinking of what is going behind the man and the woman's thoughts. So there is so much inner meaning, which I feel an audience, when they see your work, should go and look at it again and again and try to see what do they see which probably others have not seen, or what appeals to them, and how would they like to analyze your painting. So maybe we should see some of your works and leave it to the audience to ask questions on to you, and we can conclude with that and wait for people to ask you some questions.